This episode is fueled by Mountain Ops, supplements to conquer more and crush your countdowns. Visit mountainops.com for all your supplemental needs. Fuel, recover, repeat.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome back to Countdown 2 podcast. I'm your co-host, Drew.
I'm Leighton.
And we're brothers. And today, we have an amazing guest for you. If you've spent any time around the Mountain Ops Facebook page, you will know him by several things. One being slogan, see you at the top. Second one being his name, which I'll reveal in a minute here. But third, and probably most important, well, not most important, but just most prevalent, is the t-shirts. Never miss a Monday. I had to wear mine.
Yes, sir.
And so we give you
Looks
today.
Good on you, Drew. Looks good
welcome.
on you,
man. I don't feel it out quite like you, dude. But welcome, Bacca, to the show.
Bacca.
Thank you guys for having me. It's been a while since I've seen you, Drew. Leighton, thank you guys for the opportunity to come out here and talk to you guys and share a little bit about my experience, what's going on in life, and just a catch up. I haven't been on the page as much as I have liked to in the last year. There's been some life changes, and that's another story for another day. But upward and onward. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're stoked about it too. I've got a little history with you. We shared an Airbnb together, which that bonds people, really tight.
That's when you got to cut in the picture of our car that we were driving around now, right?
I'm saving that for Vasquez.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pull that one up. That one's a classic. We got some looks in that thing that day, didn't we?
Oh man, that was awesome. So, yeah. So, we're referring to, was it last year? No, it was the year before last.
Well, a year before.
We went to the summit together, which was their 10-year anniversary at Mountain Ops. And you and Vasquez and myself got a room, or not a room, excuse me, that'd be weird. Got an Airbnb together. And we had a blast. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I was the skinny little kid in the bunch. You guys are a mountain of men, so I loved it.
Dude, your grind over the last 2 years and your transformation, Drew, super inspirational, man.
Wow.
It never stops, and just kudos, man. I hats off to you, my dude.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Oh, hey, literally, I love it. So, all right, well, let's jump into this. So, welcome to the show, and Leighton, hit us off, bro.
Yeah, tell us when the last time you missed a Monday.
Yeah.
Truthfully, well, like I said, there over the last year, there's been some life changes, and the schedule kind of changed on me a little bit, and went through some trials and tribulations. So I haven't been as consistent on the Mondays, to be completely honest. But my longest span that I had, I went almost 5 years of not missing a Monday.
Dang.
So a little bit about the tagline and how it started. I started with Mountain Ops in 2018, 2019. And I started taglining this never miss a Monday because I felt to me like it was an accountability thing, right? Mm-hmm. If you missed a Monday, you were more likely or susceptible to miss your Tuesday or Wednesday and get off track. And it was just a consistency thing for me. And I started taglining it, and Vasquez we just started picking up momentum little by little. And it is today what everybody knows it as, and it's really, really cool to see it. I've been off the Facebook group for about 8 months, and to see all these new faces and all this new inspiration from the shirt, and it continues to grow. It's really, really cool to see where it's come from.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think I could.
It's alive and well. It's alive and well every single Monday. So
yeah,
it's alive and well.
It is stuck.
I think I could write on here. Never miss a Monday. Mostly.
Mostly. Hey, but you know what? Life happens, right?
And totally, it's just, bro, totally.
You roll with the punches, and it is what it is.
That's what it's about.
My whole physical fitness fell off there for a while, and trying to get back to it It's one step at a time, and that's kind of like the motto that I've also got is at the top. See you at the top, one step at a time, and that's we'll get to that in a little bit, but
Yeah, looking forward to that. All right, Matthew McConaughey, go ahead.
Me?
you, you look like Matthew McConaughey.
It's your turn.
I know.
Thank you.
but-
I will take that. That's
take
okay.
it as a compliment and run with it.
I will take that.
all right, all right.
Oh, that Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, well, I mean, what, is there two?
Well, he's a stoner in that movie. Little-
That's his catchphrase, though. Anyways, I'm sorry, getting off track here. So, hey, Bacca, like so many of our listeners, you're a hunter. So in pre-talks with you, we were talking September and October is kind of your jam. That's your busiest months. What does that season actually look like to you, for you? Because you constantly train in the off season for it. So it's like, okay, then what's this war you're headed to train so much?
Yeah,
for?
it really, really is. And in my eyes, the way I look at it is that my hunts, they will start in January, actually. The preparation of knowing what units that we're applying for, what kind of terrain we're looking at, what kind of animals we're chasing, and it starts during the application season. And right now we're in the middle of it. New Mexico's application should be hitting within the next 10 or 15 days the results. So that's a really, really big time of the year for us. When those results come out, the phone absolutely blows up. I got a couple outfitters that I work for, and I fill up my calendar in September and October and November really, really quick. And once I get those tags and I get those hunts, it's contacting those hunters and making sure that they're prepared for what they're coming to, because it's not as easy as it looks like on YouTube.
Yeah, you're
right?
not packing them out.
YouTube's kind of romanticized it in a way that it looks like anybody can do it, and anybody can do it if they're willing to put in the work and prepare for it correctly, as opposed to I get some people that come out west and they think it's going to be, we're just going to climb some hills, we're going to go shoot this elk, we're going to take all these glorious pictures, and everything's going to look great and dandy. And they come to terms with 10,000 feet and 11,000 feet elevation really, really quickly. And it'll humble some people. It really, really will. Even the strongest physically, but the mental game up there to continue to persevere through it is probably more so than the physical side. I see more guys give up mentally before they do physically.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's tough. It's a really, really difficult time of year. But anyway, getting back to what September and October are looking like for me. So I get the client list. I get them on. I try to get them on some workouts. Get them prepared for it as far as just what they're going to be looking for ahead of them. It's a tough game.
What are you most excited for about it this coming season?
It's all, to me, it's the process. It's starting now, and like I said, going over the proclamations and seeing where you're going to hunt and how you're going to go about this thing. It's all about the grind to me. It's a day in and day out of getting in and getting after it in the gym, and hope that work translates to the mountain. And majority of the time, the mountain wins. It doesn't matter how many step ups or running or miles. The mountain is going to humble you to your soul. It'll break you. So I try to do my best to prepare myself for that, and know that in September here in New Mexico, where I'm at, the season is broken down into two groups. So you've got the first season, which is September 1st through September 14th. And then it's got a 2-day break, and then they run them from the 16th to the 24th. So 2 seasons. Last year I was on the mountain in September. Out of those 24 days, I think I spent 20 of them on the mountain with different clients ranging from Texas to Louisiana, trying to fill my own hunts, trying to fill Sarah's hunts, which is another thing. It's another juggling act. So I try to save all my PTO and rat hole it as much as I can.
You're like, hey, 2 months work, I'm out of here, man. Don't even
Hey, September for sure. So, October, I don't ever miss an October. It's the best time of the year to me, and it's it's just where all the work, it's all the preparation is. It's for that month, and it's for those moments and those memories, and it's a passion that I never thought I would ever find outside of baseball. I had a 6-year minor league baseball career, ended short to some injuries, and at that point, I never thought that I would find a passion that hunting has brought me, and the discipline that hunting has brought to me, and the accountability by continuing to put in the work day after day. It's been life changing.
Yeah.
I can't thank Mountain Ops enough. I came across them. Well, they did some. I saw it through Hushin. The Hushin
Yeah.
boys were doing their page and their warm up and their preparation, and I saw it and I was like, man, if these guys are doing it and they're where they're at, I gotta chase them too. So I got on some supplements. I started, and I got on the Facebook group, and the inspiration and the accountability that everybody's got to each other has been second to none.
Yeah.
A lot of these people I've never even met personally, face to face, but it feels like it's family. Drew,
Yeah.
I had never met you, and when we saw each other and met each other in Salt Lake, it was like I met a brother, and it was seamless, and it was really, really cool, and how much everybody just pushes each other, and all these new faces. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
To see.
Yeah, and we'll get into that, but I want to circle back real quick. You had mentioned, minor league ball playing, getting injured, and then you found hunting. So my question was, have you always been hunting, grown up hunting, or did you find it later on in life? And what was that like?
Well, growing up here in New Mexico, it's just kind of a way of life, right? My uncles all hunted, my dad hunted, but it was rifle hunting right back then, right? They weren't into the archery game, and it was just over the counter tags, and went out there, and everybody was just kind of shooting for the Wild West. And now the game has changed completely. It's become a business, and it's driven by a whole lot of other things, but like I grew up with it. I stopped when I was in high school, kind of grew away from it. Just different avenues of life. It took me a different path, and I chased my dream as far as I could playing baseball. And then when I came back, I learned to appreciate New Mexico for what it is, as opposed to what it isn't. So growing up as a kid in rural New Mexico, there wasn't a whole lot for us to do. Right? Everybody's shooting BB guns and doing things like that, and being outside and going fishing. And when I moved away, I came back, and I just really appreciated New Mexico for its beauty and all of the opportunities that we've got here to do out there and be out there and be passionate about it. So it's that's kind of why my path was and how I've been here.
I'm in the same boat to where I moved back. I'm in my hometown now and learned to love and appreciate and how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Like when you can
Definitely. So you can relate there.
Yeah. So you mentioned high elevation winning and beating other hunters. For someone who's never hunted out west before, what do they usually underestimate about how high elevation, and how can they beat it?
Well, see, in New Mexico, I mean, here in Albuquerque on a daily basis, our elevation 5,200 feet, right? We're a mile high. We're the same elevation as Denver. A lot of MMA fighters and boxers, and they come to train at these type of elevations. It's very, very difficult for someone that comes from Louisiana and Oklahoma and Texas and all those flatlanders. They try to come out here and tackle these mountains, and it's humbling. And there's not a stair stepper that can get you ready for it. And there's not an elliptical or the incline. It's tough.
No, that doesn't give us hope. Leighton and I will be joining. So we ride mountain bikes, and
Dude, and I don't know how you sit in that saddle and you log those miles like that. That's
He stands up.
Well, but this year we're going to the Yeti Cycles gathering that's in Colorado, and they're talking about elevation gain and how that's just going to kick your butt. And I've mountain biked in Utah before, and I was in shape, and I was just like barely able to breathe. And I'm like, this is stupid. So
it's difficult. It's really, really difficult, and it's underestimated, and you don't really know what it's gonna feel like until it hits you, and you feel like you're breathing out of the straw.
Yeah.
And you're looking at the top of the mountain, and you're saying, how am I gonna get up there? And that's where the showing up every morning and every day, the compounded workouts, and making sure that you're on that you can last, you can do it.
Yeah.
I wonder if Mountain Ops has a supplement that will help
Oh, yeah.
with elevation gain or not.
Let's think
They
about
don't
that
have
one.
they got solitude.
Thank
right?
you.
Solitude.
It's like someone say it, please.
Solitude, right? We'll lead into
I
that.
saw
And
it.
a lot of these clients that I've got coming out to New Mexico, I make the suggestion and I say, hey, take this. It's gonna help you. It's gonna knock out those elevation sickness feelings that you're gonna get, and it's gonna help you recover off the mountain like that. I pair that with some electrolytes, and away we go. Ignite in the morning, jumpstart us, and see you at the top, bro. If you
Yeah,
can
that's
keep
right.
up, let's
That's
roll.
right, exactly. No, I attest to the solitude be actually working, because the first time when I rode there, I about died, um, and then the second time, did I ride? No, I think it was a Moab, bro.
Yeah, Moab.
Yeah, Moab. I was taking solitude, and that definitely helped. It was a big change.
We were
So,
up at like
Williams Wade is a monster. I mean,
oh yeah,
he's an absolute freak when it comes to that solitude. He lives and dies by it, and he will tell you, he can attest to it, that it works, and it really, really does. It helps the recovery, and it helps those guys get up each morning out of the tent at 4 a.m. in the dark when they don't want to
yeah.
do it, and it helps.
Yeah, well, and Wade eats it every day. So, and
Yeah.
I think he eats it, but still, it's he's a diehard.
I'm not
He is a dollar.
I'm not at all trying to sound ignorant, but I haven't had an
Good.
elevation issue. Like I haven't spent a ton of time at 10,000 feet, but I've spent time at 9,000, 7,000 feet. And when we're mountain
Yeah.
biking, Drew's dying, and I'm like, I'm okay. But so we'll
Shut
see
your
how it
face.
goes. But
I'm gonna shut you. I'm gonna punch you in the throat. Okay.
well, come here and do it. Let's go.
Air two
Leighton,
sniff.
you are
you the
more
good
than
time.
welcome. Leighton, you are more than welcome to come to New
No.
Mexico.
I'm not at all saying I would be
Yes.
okay. I'm just saying
Bacca, take him
it's
out.
been interesting. So
literally
Hence
take
the
him out.
ignorance. Literally take him out.
All right. Let's move on. So, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm just gonna keep on going with that one.
That's
So,
okay.
Hey, so with your customers that come out, what are the biggest mistakes you see them do? I mean, is it just the physical health side?
Just
Is
mostly
it?
the physical. It's just overestimating what they're getting themselves into. More times than not, they get themselves into a deeper hole than they think they are. It's tough. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have to say more than anything, it's just underestimating what they're getting themselves into. Because,
ever have
like I
to?
said, I'll reference back to YouTube, and it makes it look easy, and
Yeah.
it's not. It's
Do you
really,
ever
really
have
not.
to pack them out?
I've had some instances where I've had some guys in there. They're good for day one. On day two, they're in their tent and they're not feeling so great, and they got the headache and they're throwing up, and they've got it coming out at the other end too. And
Oh,
you got to get them back off the mountain and get them back into some elevation that they're comfortable in. And it gets into a really scary situation for those guys when they're up there, because they're majority of the time hundreds and thousands of miles from home.
sure.
They're trying to communicate with their family members and making sure that they're safe. And that first and foremost is my main objective, is to make sure that these guys come out to New Mexico and get back to their wives and their families and their loved ones, right? Because there's been some instances over the last couple of years where there's been some guys that have gone out there and they haven't been fortunate enough to come back. And that's it's like I said, it's all going back into underestimating the mountain.
Respecting the mountain.
You got to respect it, because if you don't, it's not going to end so well. You can get hurt.
It's funny you mentioned the YouTube makes it look easy. We have the same thing. We call it the GoPro effect, where we'll watch a line of mountain biking on YouTube and be like, "Oh, I got this," and then we see it in person. We're like, "Oh no, I'm not even gonna attempt it."
Your collarbone got it.
Yeah,
Oh.
my collar. Yep. I live and breathe that mistake. But so when you say proper preparation, and you also say that no matter what they do at home, no matter stair stepping and elliptical, it won't help. What advice do you give them to do at home to cardio wise?
You know, I try to tell these guys, hey, listen, when you're coming out west, you better be able to pack on that 40, 50, 60 pound ruck and do 7 to 10 miles a day. And you're going to go through the deadfall, and you're going to go through the ups and the downs and the creeks and the water beds, and it's up and over, and it's more difficult than it looks, man.
Yeah. Okay, so they're packing, all their gear and everything like that. What are you packing? What's your pack full of
Oh,
besides?
you know what? I don't even carry a sidearm or a firearm with me.
I was just kidding.
Anything that comes after Bacca, he's just going to use his bare hands. He's going to totally
Yeah.
David it and rip it apart. So I've seen his arms. He's huge.
Well, see, majority of these hunts that I get on these guys, they range anywhere between 2 days, 7 days, even 10 days, depending on the season or what they're paying for. So, a normal pack for me is usually between 60 and 80 pounds. That's a couple days of food, a couple days of clothes, a change or two, some rain gear. I've got to carry my mountain off supplements. I got to have my electrolytes. I got to have Ignite. I got to carry all those trail packs. The trail packs, I love them. That type of stuff, it goes a long way. I sleep out of my tent. It's majority of backpack style that we go on, and it's bivvying out the back. We do some horseback trails, and it's
Do you have horses?
I don't currently.
Okay.
It's in the works.
We
We got some things cooking. We got some things cooking for the next.
Dude, okay, so I'm just gonna say it here and now. I'm going to book a hunt with you, and ride horseback and kill something for the first time.
Let's go. Come on, Drew.
Sure, you can
I
handle it, bro?
I extended the invite when I first met you. The invite stays true to the day, man. Let's get you applied down
And
here in New Mexico. Let's get you chasing some animals.
I'm gonna bring McConaughey here with me too, so
Not me.
we'll get him some
I'm
we'll
just
get him
kidding,
some
I'll come.
true altitude issues.
As long as I
Yeah.
can bring my bike, then it'll be good. It'll be good. You guys ride horses, I'll ride bike.
You ever been down in New Mexico?
Nah.
No, Old Mexico, I've been,
Old
to, but not New Mexico.
I feel like
Yeah.
our dad has. That's probably why we're like, have we? Like, I don't know. But anyways,
Yeah.
so nutrition. How important is it what you're putting into your body when you're hunting at high elevation?
Well, you don't go and put unleaded fuel in a jet, right?
That's what
I
I say.
mean, it's the truth, right? You
Yeah.
can't go into the game and pack in a bunch of junk and expect to go out and perform at your best.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Although I will be the first to admit, come September, the diet goes out the absolute window for me. I mean, I'm crushing Little Debbie's and oatmeal cream pies, and I'm looking for some cheap energy sometimes. And
Yeah. Right?
yeah, so that month, September and October, it kind of, I hope that all the preparation that I've done year round will carry me through those very, very important months.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And it sounds like at that time you're also not just physically working out, but you're also prepping your intake, your supplements, your everything that to build up to that
Absolutely.
point.
Those months leading up to it are huge. They're key, right? So it's all about the preparation and coming out west, right? You're not going to just come out here and get a tag overnight and show up the next day and say, okay, here we go. It's you're not going to have the success. So it's the 6 P's.
The 6 P. What are they?
Yeah, the 6 P's. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performances.
Love that. How many sayings do you have?
I got I'm king of
No.
one-liners, my man. I'm a
No,
king
how
of
many
one-liners.
t-shirts? How many
How many
t-shirts do you have?
t-shirts? Yeah.
That's the question.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one.
And one's
So
enough.
shout out to all those people out there that are rocking the Never Miss a Monday.
Dude, they love that. And I'm
Dude.
curious how many don't know the origins of that. So hopefully this
Yeah.
will educate them on this is
That's
right
really,
here,
really
the
cool.
man that brought it home. So
Exactly. You mentioned using Mountain Ops products. What specific stack are you using on regular rotation each day?
L-glutamine, always. I'm always eating the proteins, the Magnum, I love the creatine, right? constantly on the creatine. That one's a staple. That one's a daily. I don't miss it. I love the multivitamins, the Renew. If you're looking to shed a couple pounds and clean out that stomach of some gunk and some mess, I suggest rocking out some Renew.
Cool.
But you know, the go-to is always the Ignite. That one stays constant in rotation. Some days more than others, some dry shots, some without it, you know, just
Now,
however I can get it down sometimes.
do you use the Ignite over Yeti, or do you just do you?
I particularly use Yeti for the gym
Okay.
workouts in the mornings, right?
Okay.
I find myself getting up at 4:30 in the morning and knocking out my workouts a whole lot more efficiently than doing it after a long day of work, right?
Oh, 100%.
We've all got
yeah.
family, we've all got kids. I try to carve out that first hour and a half, 2 hours in the morning between 4 and 6 before I got to come home and get the girls ready for school and the boys out the door and out the door and hitting business and making them sales calls and running stuff. And so I find it best if I can just get up in the morning, carve it out, knock it out, and be done with it. Right.
Yeah.
If I can catch an extra bonus in the afternoon and do some running, or maybe going out and shooting the bow and hitting the target for a little bit and some preparation there. That's definitely, that's a whole nother side. That's a whole nother conversation is being prepared shooting with the bow.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Hey, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit here because the other questions were dumb. But are there mistakes like what's the biggest mistake you've seen your customers bring? You know, when they're bringing fuel for themselves, what do you see where you're just like, oh boy, this is not going to go well? Anything come to
When they're
mind?
asking for whiskey or beer and you're like, bro, what are you doing?
You're like, that's the after party. What are you talking about?
And you know, I don't even partake, right? I don't drink alcohol. I don't do anything like that. I can't. I got to be professional about it. I'll have a beer with the guys at the end of the day, in hurrah and in celebration, and I'll share that moment with them, but nothing to the extreme on anything like that. So the one thing, getting back to your question though, go ahead and repeat that for me, Drew.
Oh, I was just curious on like when you are show up, the customers show up for the hunt, maybe you've seen their packs or whatever, and you see A, B, and C fuel that they're using, like food that they bring, and you're just like, oh boy, what's the worst you've ever seen?
I had one client show up and he ate lentils for a week. And
That's it?
the fiber was a little too high
Yeah.
for him. Let's say that. And
Yeah.
He was leaving his
What a
mark.
choice.
absolutely refused to take any sort of medications and thought that he was just going to get over this and conquer it. And
Huh.
let's just say he shut it down after a couple days of that stuff, right? He
Oh
just
man.
It
wasn't
takes
a good
forever
look.
to cook too. I'm trying to think of what benefit of just doing that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Hey,
And
that's
when
a
we're
challenge
on the
for you.
mountain like that, majority of the time we're filtering our own water out of the water filtration systems, and we're cleaning it up and doing that stuff because majority of my hunts that I take my clients out are in wilderness. So there are no roads, and the only way you're getting in there is the Hill Toe Express or your horse stuff, right?
Or airlift.
Airlift out.
Yeah.
Or they airlift you out.
Dang. So what?
Let's go to mindset, bud.
That's what I'm doing because that's
Yeah.
the next question. So
Cool. Hey, let's go to mindset.
Oh, okay. That sounds great, Drew. Thank you. What?
Glad to help.
Bacca, what has hunting taught you about mental toughness or discipline?
It's those dark times, right? It's those dark moments, and we get them all the time on the mountain, right? And you're constantly questioning yourself, and that little voice in your head is saying, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't go that far. Do you really need to go down that way?" And it's tough to do that solo hunting, as opposed to having a buddy to go with you, right? You got a partner that's going to say, "Hey, let's go," and we're going to push each other, and we're going to grind through it. But it's that little voice in your head, and it's tough to fight it. And you get in those dark situations, but the discipline and the focus on it is, like I said, it goes back to being consistent. All of it, it's always consistency with me, I believe. And if I can consistently show up 4:30 in the morning on a Monday or a Tuesday in January and February and March, I know that I've put in all of the work, that when September 1 comes, I've got gas in the tank, and I know that I got gas in the tank for weeks. It's not
Mm-hmm.
just going to be a flash in the pan. It's not going to be one and done, right?
Yeah.
It's always
Yeah.
nice to have those quick kills, but I'm in it for the long haul.
Yeah, nice. Speaking of a little voice in your head, what if you are with a buddy or a person and you are scouting out, looking at things, um, deciding if you're going to go down here, and you decide, hey, man, I'm just going to be wise and not. But then your buddy, that little voice in his head doesn't work at all, and he goes down and destroys himself. What do you do in those cases? I'm just, this is
So
a
in a
scenario
lot
I'm
of these
just pulling out of my,
situations, when I'm going into this, it's the first time I've met this person in my life, right?
yeah, sure.
We gain a lot of trust really, really quickly. And I'll
Mhm.
look at him and I'll tell him, hey, I got your back and you got mine. So we're the only two that are in this thing together. And we're gonna get real acquainted real quick. And we're gonna build some really, really fast trust and some quick bonding, right?
Yeah,
Because if you get into a situation where a guy may break a leg, what are you gonna do? You can't leave him out there. You're the only one that's gonna carry him out.
right.
So
Be smart.
it's tough.
Yeah. I mean, our society is built on safety, and we can call anyone in any scenario. You can't do that out there. Like,
No.
it teaches
No,
you a
you can't
lot.
do that out there. And society as a whole is instant gratification, and they
Yep.
want things done now, and they want it at a blink of an eye, and
And
it doesn't
free.
work like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And then you get out there, and society, I think, all the comforts that we've got, and the Amazon and the delivery services and all this stuff doesn't make us really have to suffer much, right?
right,
Yeah.
right.
And you get out there, and I think it's good for the soul. It thickens up the skin, and it's living. It's not just, hey, I'm gonna DoorDash some stuff and it's gonna be there instantly. Like it's
Exactly.
Well, and so that mindset that you get from hunting, how would you say it translate in our society in an individual's regular life?
just being disciplined, right? I mean, the discipline is the key to that. Doing things when you don't want to do them, right? I
Yeah.
don't want to get in that ice bath, and I don't want to do that type of stuff, and I don't want to go and run those 7 and 10 miles on a Monday or a Tuesday, but
Can't miss a
you
Monday.
get up and you get up. You never miss a Monday unless sometimes.
Never miss a Monday. Not
We need to have a
can't.
count. We need to have a counter on how many times we're gonna say it this episode.
Yeah, that and McConaughey. Okay.
Oh my god.
Bacca, you being a disciplined man as such as you are, when things get hard and tough, whether you're on the hunt or just in life, like what's your mental process of pushing through? Or is it just a non-compete? I mean, is it just like, this is the path I'm on, this is where I'm going, there's no argument?
There is no, I mean, you go until you get the job done. I don't believe in I don't believe in setting myself up for failure. So I think the preparation that I put in is that's the where it comes from.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hey Drew, let's jump to life, work, and balance.
I like, yeah. Let's do life, work, and balance.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm first then. Yes.
Yeah.
Bacca, you're running a branch. You're coaching high school basketball, raising 4 kids in sports. How do you juggle all that with your side hustle, your fitness, your relationships, all the above? I mean, that's a ton of stuff. And, somebody else looking at you or somebody else thinking about, adding more stuff to their plate, especially like if they're going to add, some form of health and fitness, would be like, hey, I don't have time for that. What's your take on all that?
I heard Vasquez touch a little bit about this, getting out of rhythm and making that time for yourself, right? And do you venture off and you go off and you do it, or you take care of it and you just kind of balance it, or how does that work? So for me personally, it all starts at home, right? I've got an awesome partner in Sarah that stands by my side and lives the passions that I do, and she sees the vision of where we want to go and what we're trying to accomplish. And that's made a really, really big difference in my world for sure. But as far as the balancing act, we all got the same 24 hours in a day, right? It's just a
Yeah.
matter of how you optimize that time and how you carve it out to do it. So I've got 2 young daughters, Braylon and Madison. Sarah's got her 2 boys, and Braylon and Colton. Those boys play at a very, very high competitive soccer level. This spring I've been in Vegas, we've been in Phoenix, we've been in El Paso, and it's a constant, right? It's just being able to carve that, like I said, being able to carve that time out in the morning, that it's non-negotiable, right? That time is my time, and that time is the time that I have to get that self to better myself and put in that work to make sure that I'm ready for it. But running the branch and coaching baseball's been in my blood, and I think it'll always be, right? As many years as I was part of the game to influence these younger kids and try to give them an opportunity and pass on a little bit of knowledge to these younger kids is it's really, really life-changing. It's gratifying to me to be able to do that and to be that mentor and for them to see me take my health and the disciplines that I have and at my age and continue to do it. And they're only 16 and 17. They don't have these responsibilities and they see it. And it's really, really inspiring. I hope that they learn something and that that legacy lasts moving forward and it touches them some way. And then just being a dad, that's the nonstop, right? So I love my girls dearly. They're in gymnastics now and they're getting bigger and they're wanting different things. And it's
You got to adjust.
you having fun yet?
Right. Exactly. Hey,
Are we having fun yet?
Yeah, Leighton did T-ball. He was pretty good at it too.
No, it was not.
No, I was not.
That sounds pretty good, but
Yeah, I mean, he was 16 at the time, but yeah.
At least I got on the team, Drew.
Nice.
So, what does a good day look like when everything is clicking?
On season or off season?
Pick your choice.
Yes.
Yes.
When everything is clicking, oh man, on season, we're in animals and the clients are happy and we're pursuing them adventures that they wanted and it's everything they wanted and then some, right? And it's not just being successful. And a lot of people get caught up in that as that success is just by harvesting animals. And it's not. It's all about the process to me. And I think a lot of people get mixed up and they get lost in that. And they should look back and just say, enjoy the process, enjoy the grind. The grind is the majority of the work that you're putting in for it anyway. So embrace the suck and keep it up, right?
Embrace the suck.
But when it's all clicking like that,
well, I think that's a great answer because it's not everything clicking all the time, like it rarely happens. And so it's about us adjusting to when things go amok because you don't have complete control over every scenario. So
the mountain, it's not usually plan A that works or plan B. It's usually like elemental P because it just never happens like that, right? And you're playing as the away team on their territory, and they've got all the odds. You got all the odds stacked against you, especially as an archery hunter. Archery hunting is a mental game, and it'll break you down, and it's very, very difficult. I went through some really, really bad times this year. It was I drew 3 tags and was unsuccessful in all 3. That's the first time that I've unharvested like that in several years. My elk tag was difficult in December. It was a 6-point limited draw, and we saw animals, but they were just in some territory that was just it was almost impossible to get to them, right? And I put 6 days in it and grinded it out, and tag soup, right? And then I fast forward to my January hunt, and I shot a really, really nice Coues deer buck down in southern New Mexico and was unable to turn him up. And it's just, it,
It's rough.
luck of the draw, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's really, really difficult, especially with the archery. With the
Yeah.
guns, it's a little bit different story, right? You can go out and reach out there and touch them at 700, 800 yards. Can you get in tight to 50 and 60 without them smelling you and seeing you and calling them in and get that bull to come in screaming and have that type of stuff? Those are the experiences that I want my people and my clients to experience.
Sure.
Lessons learned in every scenario. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Hey, so speaking of which, let's talk about See You at the Top, because I'm really interested in it. You've been talking a lot about it.
Yeah, See You at the Top has been kind of like my never miss a Monday, right? Like I mentioned earlier, it's a business venture that I'm really, really excited for. Trying to put out some merch, maybe do a YouTube channel, and eventually kind of grow it and maybe one day start my own outfit. That's the ultimate goal, right? Is to be able to be out in the mountains, have my guides, have my clients, and continue to keep these adventures going on. But See You at the Top is it's based with family and faith, right? And it's teaching and it's about the juggle and you don't take the kids with you, experience it, have them be out there in the woods, enjoy life and let them see that the grind on a day-to-day basis and how it changes you. It's a really cool venture that me and Sarah are looking to move forward over the next year. We've got some designs and some merch, and like I said, we hope to just continue to grow this thing, man. It's been a really, really cool brainstorming, throwing ideas on the wall. We sit down and we talk about it. We try to um, just video all of our content when we're on the mountain, all the goofy stuff, all the behind the scenes stuff, like the grind. And that's what's kind of what we're trying to do with it. So it's really, really exciting. So when I said about horses earlier, we're trying to gain some horses and get the outfit license and that stuff working, Drew. So that's kind of where we're going with it.
I love it. I love it.
I got a really interesting image when you were talking about See You at the Top, and it made me see you and your other hunters and happy and healthy and ready for adventure at the top of the mountain. And maybe some people out there, some hunters out there that have kind of lost their spark and need to pick themselves up out of their situation and meet you guys at the top so that we can all be there together. So take that way you will, but
it's a day-to-day grind. And like I said, people that started this challenge 90 days ago, they looked at it and it seemed very daunting, right? It seemed impossible that we can lose this weight, or I can run that mile, or I can run that 5 miles, or I'm going to hit that personal best in your workouts in your gyms. It seemed daunting to everybody, but compounded, showing up every day, one step in front of the other, continuing to work hard, being consistent, being dedicated, and being disciplined, you're going to climb that mountain and you're going to get to the top of whatever you're looking at. Right. And that's kind of where I started it. And it's where I'm going with it. And it's something that we live by. The kids live by it. And it's kind of, we've taken to it, and we're just going to run with it and see where it leads us. We're really, really excited about the opportunities that are going to present themselves for sure.
I love even just the name of it because it tells of a journey. It's not about the end results. It's not, and it's not, hey, the arrival at the top. It's See You at the top, and that in itself speaks to the process of being in shape, ready for it, what needs to happen to get to that top, and then see you up there, kind of thing. So that's awesome.
You can make it. Everybody can do it. Everybody can celebrate those wins. They don't have to be at the top of the mountains. They can be whatever your top may be, right? Whatever it may be for Leighton, whatever you want it to be on your bike, man, go and chase it. Get to it.
All right. Well,
hold my arm.
It's a safe invitation for everyone that, it's we're all here. So love it. Love it.
Yeah. So your hopes for this venture is to be that full time someday?
Yeah. that's kind of we've looked at purchasing some property in northern New Mexico.
Mm,
It's kind
mm,
of an escape and a retirement, and um, all options are open at this point, and we're
sure.
just excited to see what this next year brings and what kind of momentum we can bring, and you know, being able to go out there and be successful with my clients and doing stuff like this with you guys and being a part of this Facebook group page. It allows me to get out there, share my story, share what it takes, share my family and what we're doing, and it's all encompassing for us. So it's a really really cool venture that we're excited about for sure.
Yeah. So will Sarah be out there as well, guiding and such?
Sarah will be a part of it. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
We've talked about getting her guide license. She's a crack shot with the bow. Her passion for it
Nice.
is second to none, and it's a really really cool, really really cool thing that we got going on.
Hmm.
Next week she's taking me turkey hunting for the first time. I've never done any sort of turkey hunting, so we're gonna throw the boys in the truck and we're gonna take them out for the youth turkey hunt next weekend in the opener, and we'll see what it's all about. I don't know anything about it. She's guiding the guide, and I'm gonna run with it,
I love it. That's awesome.
that's
Love
just kind
that.
of what the partnership has become, and it's
Yeah.
really really cool that the passion is there, and the work is being put in, and we're excited to see where it goes.
No, that's great, man. That's great. So, perspective and philosophy. Dun, dun, dun.
Taking life for granted, we cannot
Mm,
take it for granted, and I think a lot of us do, thinking that tomorrow is going to come, and we're all on borrowed time, right? So the way I've always said is that I'm going to try to get the most out of my body and the most out of my time that I've got on this short life, right? Because when we're gone, forever is a long time, and I don't want to live and go into that grave with any sort of regrets. And when I do pass and that day comes, those that are around me, I hope that I influenced them. I I inspired them. I helped them get better. I listened. I was a good friend, and I was just a part of the team. Right? Team has always been something that we've always stood by. That's something that I've always tried to do is try to be a great team player. Right? So, um, yeah, I hope that my legacy when I'm gone is one that people look back and smile and say, hey, he was a pretty cool dude. He was motivating, and we had a really good time making memories doing it.
yeah. Well, with that borrowed time, did that philosophy kind of come up when you faced injury or just the hardships you went through last year, or has that something you've always had?
Just you just never. It's something that I've always had, right? My mom has always kind of preached
Hmm.
that never take life for granted, right? And then she's always telling me, Noel, you're always you're on borrowed time. We all are. We don't know when our number is going to be called, so get the most out of this one life, this one lap around this world that you've got, and take it by take it by the balls and run, right? Just
That's right. Exactly.
just
I
do
love
it,
that.
man. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
don't have any regrets.
you have quite the philosophy for life. What do you think people waste too much time worrying about?
What other people think.
Mm.
I think we all get caught up, and I think comparison is just it. Comparison, you compare yourself to other people. It's just it strips you of the glory, right? And people care way too much about what people think,
Yeah.
and I think
100%.
that's definitely. And I'm trying to teach my girls that now, right? My little one, my youngest, this weekend powders her face up full of makeup. And I'm like, no, you don't need to be that right now, right? Slow down.
Yeah.
Be that
Right.
little girl for me. You just too much about what other people think and the pressures that other people feel, and and that's not right. It's not where you line up. It's not where the
Yeah.
faith lines up, right?
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
No, that's a hard one, especially with kids. Um,
Definitely. Right.
um,
Lots of pressures that they feel.
Something they unfortunately have to go through from time to
Mhm.
time and to learn from it. And it's odd how that happens to everybody. going through
Definitely.
that
Yeah,
right now.
and
So
but I like what we're doing here. I like what we're doing with meeting with Bacca here, meeting with like James Stone and all these other amazing people, because we talk fitness, we talk hunting, but really at the root of it, I mean, we are conditioning ourselves to help our kids have a better life, or just survive this life. I mean, as things get crazy and stuff like that. And so I love this because we're talking about health, obviously for ourselves, to be around for our kids and our significant others, but also for our own mental health. And they see this, the kids see it, and even though if they go off on their wild tangents of whatever the culture, the popular, I don't know, I'm not cool anymore, I don't know what they're using anymore, but TikTok, I don't know, but they're going off on it, and but hopefully with the grind, with the consistency that we speak of, with the model that you are, Bacca, to your girls and even to Sarah's boys, like hopefully that continues to bring them back to what matters, and what's true in the world. Because as soon as push comes to shove, as soon as the world gets really hard, they're going to be scrambling and be like, my foundations, where's my foundation? It's in Bacca. Oh, it's in my dad who's been grinding, or my mom who's been grinding, and to better themselves for that strength. So that was
You
my
want to leave that
tangent.
natural example for them, and you just want better for your kids that you had for yourself, right?
Mhm.
Um, it's an everyday grind. It's an everyday example setting, showing them right from wrong, teaching them about life, teaching them how to be consistent, teaching them to show up, be accountable. What you say you're going to do, you get up and you do it, and you see it through, and you set a goal and you chase it, and when you get it, we all celebrate it together, and we all do it together. And that's kind of what we're trying to start here at home, and we're trying to just continue to spread it and hope that people catch on, and just showing them about our way of life and what we're doing here, and
Yeah.
just trying to make everybody around me and better, man. um, Keeping around like-minded people like yourselves, and this Facebook group, and keeping the motivation high, and just trying to better off everybody.
well, and I love that, wanting better for your kids is not a new concept, but I feel like in the past or with certain types of people, it's I want them to have more stuff or more things, maybe more opportunities. I don't necessarily think there's much wrong with that, but I feel like in our group, with Mountain Ops and our Facebook group, the people we've had on here, it's more focused on I want them to be able to handle life better, handle their emotions better, be more patient with other people, caring about others, and that is what I think is like even extra important of what we're all trying to do here, is narrowing it in on just being a good human being and not being depressed and sad. And yeah, so
In
that's
a
cool.
world of bad and a lot of ugly news and a lot of stuff, you hope that your kids and those people that you're influencing around you shine that light, right? Then the light continues to shine through, and it works like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love the saying that where people are like, would you die for your kid? I would. Oh, that's great. But would you live for them?
Yeah.
Would you truly live for them? Would you sacrifice, the things that you need to sacrifice, the health that you need to gain, and truly live to be around for your kids? And it just throws a whole new perspective on like, oh man, that's truth. Oh,
Yes,
You don't
sir.
want to croak over at 35 or 40 years old of a heart attack because you're not taking care of yourself, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
not the example that you want to leave them. And I
mhm.
don't want to leave my girls. It breaks my heart to even think about stuff like that, right?
Sure, sure,
It's
100%.
no.
100%. Hey, we haven't
Say
had
what?
anybody cry on our episode yet, so if you
Besides
I'm not
feel
going to
me,
be the
that,
first either.
yeah, yeah, if you feel that, man, just bring it, bro. Like, it's okay. This is a safe place.
I'll
Yeah.
do it.
You cry too much. Anyways,
That's true.
joking. Uh, so, yeah, no, that's good stuff. So, uh, what do you think people are getting completely wrong? And that's such a broad, wide question. What do you think Leighton's getting wrong? No, And now, just in the hunting world, in the influence world, in the you know, just I don't know, just the what we're where we're putting our energy and focus on too much. I mean, like, what's
I try to
the
stay in my own lane, right? I try to control the controllables. I try to keep the ones that are around me safe, and
Mhm.
I just try to do my best. I think that other people just it reverts back to caring about what other people think about too much, right?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think society as a whole is that's where we're at, and if we can we can stray away from that a little bit more, I think we'd be a whole lot better.
Yeah, 100%. I like that. Control what you can control.
Simple enough, but
And
I
big
struggle with
complex.
that on the daily, right?
Yeah. Hey, bud, no, you don't have to compare yourself to me anymore. It's cool. You know, just, just,
You've been released.
yeah. I mean, like,
Sweet.
you can't get with this. I mean, like, it's just a lot of work. I
Hey,
don't know. I'm
Drew.
sorry.
Drew,
Yeah.
you're the one wearing his slogan. So
Well played. Well played, my man. This is true. So,
what's a piece of advice you hear all the time that you don't agree with?
Piece of advice that I don't agree with.
or a catchphrase or slogan or
Always miss a Monday.
Always miss a Monday, right? No, I don't know. That's a tough question. I
Yeah,
think
it
that's
is.
a tough question.
what's yours, Leighton?
I just don't. I don't listen to bad takes, so I just immediately shut my brain off.
All right, there we go. I love it.
Cool.
This is good air time right here. So, for someone listening who feels stuck or is going through a tough season, what's as a coach, as a father, as who you are in the Facebook group, who you've been in the past in the Facebook group, what's your go-to for like to help people in those phases when they're just like I don't know what to do.
The
I'm
good
beside
book.
myself.
The good book. Pick up the book. Pick up the book of the Lord and get close to the Creator.
Hmm.
Right? Without Him, all things are impossible, and all faith, all glory goes to Him. Right? Get back to the roots. Get back to where it started, and get back to your relationship with God. And it's amazing what He will do, and open those doors and open those eyes for you if that's what you. That's kind of where I've been lately. Right? I've changed a little bit of my focus, and I've gotten into some scripture, and I've gotten back into church, and it's kind of grounded me, and it's brought me back into another phase, and I'm really really excited about where it's leading me. And I think that anybody can do that, right? If you're in a
Sure.
bad space and you're in a dark place, ain't nothing wrong with just closing your eyes and saying a prayer and asking for help.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right, and it goes
I
right
don't
along
think
with
I don't think enough. Yeah, I don't think enough people do it actually.
no, 100%. I love it because we talk about this all the time where it's just like, hey, we're three-dimensional. We're body, spirit, and mind. And to address that spirit piece or to neglect that spirit piece is we're missing out on so much.
100%. 100%. So if you get into them dark days, talk about it. A lot of us growing up in my age group, as men, we were always taught, "Oh, don't cry, don't suck it up, hold it in," and we were told that, and it's all wrong. Right?
Yeah.
You should be talking to people. Go to support groups. Go listen. Go to church. Go talk to people. Get it off of your chest and out of your mind. And that mental health it's real. It's really,
Mhm.
really is. And I think we all should do a better job at it and take it a little bit more serious, because I think it gets neglected and it's overseen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I've I had to end up I had a really rough patch in my life, and so I had, therapy and diving into church, and I took it even a step further of just like go have fun. Like hunting, passions, mountain biking, like we you don't have to do the mundane. You can like, oh, this sounds interesting, and it just takes your mental health that much further, and then you join other people in a great community of your things you're interested in, and yeah,
Minded people. Definitely surround yourself with like-minded people that have the same goals, the same visions, the same disciplines, the same walk of life, and eye-opening on how much more that you can grow together as a group, as opposed to just trying to take it all on as one person and say that I can do it all by myself. And it takes a village. It really, really does. It
Well, and
really, really takes a village.
that's been the journey with this Mountain Ops Facebook group. It's just been that safe spot to be myself, come in, not know things, just totally be green in working out and stuff like that, and just getting the encouragement and the support and the love even to be able to journey together. And then I find myself, as time went on, starting to do the same thing and pouring into other people's lives, encouraging them, stuff like that. And I mean, that's part of the origins of this podcast, is just having a voice to be able to encourage others in their journeys. It's infectious and it's so needed. I think, nowadays. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
all right.
What does getting the most what does getting the most out of life actually look like in practice for you?
Never taking it for granted. Showing up and just being that light, trying to continue to do good, trying to be well, trying to set an example. Those things are really, really important to me. And I think I got away from them for a while and kind of ventured away from them, and being able to circle back and see that and try to grow from those situations has been really, really big to me over the course of the last year. So I'm just excited for what's to come, man.
Yeah.
The next day and the next day and doing it.
Yeah.
At the end of your life, not to get morbid, at the end of your life, what do you hope people say about how you lived?
That I was passionate and that I got everything out of this life that I put into it, right? The more I figure I put in, the harder I grind, the more I can get out of it. The more experiences, the more adventures, the more faith, just the more that I can pass on to other people and be that light is kind of where I'm at these days. So yeah, I think if I died tomorrow, I would just hope that people thought that I was a good person and I did it the right way. I didn't take shortcuts. I put in the work and I did it. I didn't, you take shortcuts in life, more than not, you're going to get cut short. Right. So I took the long route and I did it the right way.
Good.
I love that. I want a ton of people at your funeral. And that sounds morbid or whatever, but I'm actually serious, like, because I feel like that's like one of the gauges of how you spent your life. When people when there's a packed out, church or whatever at a funeral, it's just like, oh man, this person had impact. I mean, because the families show up, and half the family you don't like or whatever, they don't like you, whatever. But when a place is packed out, it's like, here's somebody who had impact. Here's somebody who probably served others, who took care of others, who others wanted to be like. I don't know. So I love that perspective of like, man, I want a ton of people at my funeral, because that meant that I did something right, that I served others and looked after others and just was there for them, kind of thing. So morbid or not, that's I think a great goal to have.
Yeah.
But no time soon. Nothing too soon, okay?
80 years from now.
Cool.
So
I think
I'm gonna
Mountain Ops
hunt
can
till I'm
help with that with some
113.
supplements.
there you go. Exactly.
I at least want to do it
I'm-
till I'm
I don't
80.
know.
So I'm going to
Yeah.
continue to grind and I'm going to continue to push and make sure, whatever it takes, man. I want to do it. I want to continue to do this and live this lifestyle and do this as much as I possibly can. And I know with the hard work and the discipline, it sets myself up to at least get there, or at least set myself up in the best light to do what I want to do.
You're on the
Noel,
path.
see you at the top. Take as many people as you can with you.
There you go.
Jump on my back. Let's roll.
Oh, hey, there's an invite. I don't have to do any
There's
work.
the invite,
Yeah.
G.
Who else is going to do it for me? Woohoo!
There you go.
Well, man, it is a pleasure and an honor to have you on. You have been such a bright spot, for lack of better words, but just such a motivator, such a help as long as I've known you. I've had the privilege of knowing you for a couple of years now. I had the privilege of working out with you at Mountain Ops, and I've really like even when we were having some scheduling conflicts, we were like, well, we don't know if we could fit you in, but Leighton's like, no, we're gonna fit him in because you're such a solid dude, and yeah, so it's great having you.
And
I thank you for your time.
I really, really appreciate the opportunity that you guys get to let me come out here, share a little bit about myself for those that don't know me, tell them a little bit about my story, what I'm about, and where I'm going. But man, I just thank you guys for the opportunity to come out and give me a voice, and just give me the opportunity to tell my story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
100%. And then when you're ready to launch, see you at the top, Outfitters. Let's have you on. Let's have you back
You better
on,
believe it.
promoting
You
it,
already
and all
know
the
it.
above. So
You already know it. I look forward to the next round of these, and maybe give you some more life updates. And by then, we'll have everything all set up with some merch and some lines, and we can make this thing pop.
There you
heck
go.
yeah.
And I wanted to close with I've only known you for an hour and 7 minutes now, and my life's already better. You know, Drew has the upper hand, so I don't know why he hasn't progressed more than he already has. But I'm just kidding.
Ooh, I'm the dead weight.
Oh yeah,
No
okay.
way.
No, you told
Drew's
me.
come a long way
Drew
since the
saved my
first day I
life.
met him.
In a way, in a big way. But
He
but
has a lot of sweat.
I also want to encourage our listeners, based on like what Bacca said, is like ask yourself like what would people say about you, how you live your life, and if you have conflict with the answer that you want people to think, if you don't think that you are worth how you hope people see you, then make a change. Look into how to do that, and we're all here for you. See at the top, Countdown to Podcast, the Mountain Ops Facebook group. We're here waiting, and we don't know who you are, so you have to introduce yourself to us, and we will take it from there. So let's go.
Hey, if anybody's on that Facebook group and they got questions about anything, they want to know a little bit more, they've got some workout tips, anything, you got dark days, shoot me a message. My inbox is always open to anybody for any sort of questions or anything I can help you guys with. You guys are interested in coming out to New Mexico, anything like that, I'm here from you. I'm an open book, and don't forget, I'll see you at the top.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love it. That's a great way to end it. Woo!
let's go.